All right, so you sent over some interesting stuff about Elon Musk
Yeah.
and his potential influence on the German elections
Mm-hmm.
that are coming up, and
Right, yeah.
and some of the stuff coming out of the European Commission.
Yeah.
Seems pretty interesting as well.
Yeah, definitely some
Some
eyebrows raising.
Yeah, we got concerns from the European Commission. We got this historian
Yeah.
Timothy Snyder, who's
Yeah.
painting a pretty,
Yeah.
let's say, colorful picture
A colorful picture, yeah.
of Musk's global ambitions.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
A lot going on.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
this will be an interesting deep dive, I think.
It will be. I think it's a very interesting nexus of
Yeah.
technology and politics
Right.
and yeah, maybe even a little bit of drama.
Yeah, a little bit of drama
Yeah.
sprinkled in. So what
Where
what really caught your eye in
Yeah.
all of this?
Well, I mean, the thing that I find most intriguing is just the
Yeah.
fact that the EU is actually taking some
Yeah.
concrete steps to try to regulate these
Mhm.
platforms. And I mean,
Yeah.
they're talking about some pretty hefty fines.
Right. And it could be huge, right?
But huge, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're not talking about a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
We're talking about
Yeah.
potentially 6% of global revenue
Yeah.
for platformx. I mean, that would
Right.
send shockwaves through the entire tech industry, I think.
Yeah. Hadn't even thought about the ripple effects of that, right?
Exactly. You'd have all these other
Yeah.
platforms suddenly thinking, oh my God,
Yeah.
we better get our act together.
Right, right.
Or we're going to be next.
Yeah.
So it's really,
But for those of us who don't spend all day, every day thinking about EU regulations,
right.
what exactly is this Digital Services Act all
Yes.
about?
Well, I mean, essentially it's kind of like a rule book
Okay.
for online platforms.
Operating within the EU, and it's really
Right.
designed to protect users from
Okay.
harmful content.
Okay.
And this is especially important
Mhm.
during like sensitive periods like elections.
Right.
So when when the European Commission comes out
Yeah.
and expresses these concerns about Platform X,
Right.
they're essentially saying, hey,
Yeah.
we're watching you
Right.
and you need to play by the rules.
Right.
It's a pretty big deal.
And they're not just wanting, I mean, they're actually
Yeah.
organizing
Mhm.
this meeting with platformx and German authorities later this month.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Seems like they're really trying to
Yeah, it's a very proactive.
get out in front of it and make sure
to try to prevent the spread
not to say
of misinformation and ensure a fair
Yeah.
election process.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
talk about this historian a little bit.
Sure.
Timothy Snyder. He's raising some serious questions about Elon Musk,
Yeah.
going as far as to compare some of his actions to
Yeah.
Brexit and America First, and he seems particularly concerned about Musk's
Yeah.
relationship with Putin.
Well, his argument seems to be that, Musk's wealth
Right.
and influence give him this outsized impact on the global stage.
Yep.
And so he sees these communications that Musk has allegedly with Putin as potentially being a threat
Right.
to democratic institutions, because I think that he's suggesting that Musk's vision for the future, which, is one that's really focused on individual views
Right.
and kind of technological advancement,
Right.
might be undermining the very systems that protect those freedoms.
That's a pretty bold statement when you think about
It is.
especially when you consider some of the examples that,
Yeah.
that Snyder brings up, like
Yeah.
Musk's comments about the Canadian Prime Minister
Right.
or his support for Trump. And
Like,
he's
you're just
suggesting that this
so
isn't just,
Yeah, it's not just talk.
this is about
It's about
how wealth can be leveraged
Yeah.
to influence political discourse and even
he's trying to
policy.
influence things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that raises the question, right? I mean,
Yeah.
how do we
It's a really tricky question.
reconcile this immense power
Yeah.
that individuals like Musk have
Yeah.
with the need to safeguard
Right.
democratic processes?
It's a delicate balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Snyder Reeve goes so far as to say that
Yeah.
Germany should lead the charge
Yeah.
in
Right.
resisting
Right.
this potential threat.
He does. He
He
does.
really sees Musk's vision as being potentially destabilizing.
Yes.
Particularly in the context of,
In context of the existing
the existing international order.
world order. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Complicated.
it's very complicated. So, okay, let's try to break this down.
Okay.
I mean, we got the EU
Yeah.
actively trying to regulate platformx
Yes.
and ensure a fair election in Germany.
Right.
And then we got this historian
Yeah.
who's sounding the alarm about Elon Musk's
Right.
global influence and his
We're very
potential to
sensitive.
disrupt democratic norms.
It's like we're on a collision course almost.
Yeah, it's a lot, and I think it's a
Yeah.
lot for people to think about, right?
It is a lot, and I think it really leaves us with a lot of questions about, you know,
Yeah.
given Musk's wealth and the speed at which technology is evolving,
Yeah.
what strategies could individuals or organizations even use
Yeah.
to counterbalance his influence
Yeah.
and protect democratic values in this new landscape?
Right.
It's something we really need to grapple with
Yeah. Yeah.
and think about.
Big challenge.
It is.
For sure.
Yeah. Definitely something to keep an eye on
Yeah,
in the
absolutely.
coming months and years.
All right. Well, thanks for breaking that down.
Yeah, of course.
I think that that gives us a lot to think about.
I think so too.
And
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see where this goes.
We'll have to see how this unfolds.
All right. Thanks again.
Yeah, thank you.